Well, hello again. I thought I would jump into the default, well, the Asobo 152, just to see if it reacts differently to my rudder settings, because I don't know if it was anything to do with the mod. Um, I mean, I should be able to apply slight um, right rudder on takeoff and keep a straight line, but it just wasn't working in the other aircraft. So only thing, I haven't got a Fly UK livery set up for this one, so we'll just do this route in this one, and I'll try and get the livery working for the next onwards if this works quite well. So I assume most of the things are the same. So the doors don't open on this, doors or the windows I don't think open on this default model. No. I should try the other one again, but I thought I'd try this one and see how we get on. So let's see what we want to do. We got elevator in takeoff trim, fuel's on, batteries are on. What's that there? Carb heat is on. Might need carb heat on to start. Put our beacon lights on. Oh, there is taxi and landing. I have both. Couldn't see the landing lights. I thought it was just. I thought it said taxi lights on the other one. Okay, so we'll give it a bit of a prime. Put that in there. Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Nothing. Why is it not working? I've got the fuel on, haven't I? That's off, that's on. Carb heat. Do I have to have alternators on? Don't think so. Dome light. Oh, that's right, sorry. Right. Okay, so taxi lights on. Beacon lights, nav lights can go on. Need the dome light for the moment. So we've got sort of conventional things here. We'll leave it 7,000, that's a US thing, but okay. Now I think fuel quantity is probably about right. Oil pressure, oil temperature, just about in the green. I think I might give it 1 degree of flaps. No, I won't. That's 10 degrees. That's a lot. I don't think we'll need 10 degrees of flaps. If we got this trim set well to take off. That down there, nose up, yeah. Nose down, takeoff's roughly in the middle. Okay, let's see how we get on here. So, so we're going to head. If I just show you the course. So we're here at Bagby. So we're going to skirt the edge of the North York Moors National Park up to Middlesbrough, and then up to Durham Castle, Angel of the North, and then round to approach on the ILS, which I shall set up once we get stable in the air. So, right, handbrake off. Oh, I haven't got my little nav map open. Hang on a second. Oh, it's already running. Where is it? Oh, it's on there, isn't it? Let's get that out of the way. Let's see where we are. We're not taking off in this direction, by the way. I just want to come down this end. Pretty fast taxiing, but never mind. It's a crosswind by the look of it, but we haven't got a runway heading that way, judging by the windsock there. So we'll see if we can turn round at the end here. Oops. What's that noise? I'll probably go on the grass and swing around. Get past this runway light and then we'll put some brakes on. Swing around here and then give it a bit of right brake, a bit of oomph. Get off the grass. Get lined up and we'll just stop for a second. Okay, so we'll have the can't see down here. Strobe lights on, PT on. Don't need a dome light. Landing lights on. Taxi lights can go off. Okay, let's go. Don't know if I need the car P open, do I? I'll take off about 65 knots. Well, that certainly is reacting much better to the rudder. Oh, okay, we're going up already. I haven't got flaps either. Oh, maybe I had the trim a bit too far back. I think that's what it was. Let's get it up to 65 knots, and then we need to trim down a bit. I don't know what the winds are because we couldn't get any meter or anything for here. So I want to climb up to about 1,000 feet anyway. So we'll keep it around. Let's bring the RPM back a bit. We're climbing quite nicely at like 75. Knots. It's certainly reacting a bit better. Bobbing around in the wind. I mean, there was a fair gust there, but I wonder how many trees they've got on the Yorkshire Moors on the tops, because I don't think it's that I don't think it's quite as forested. Well, I've been up to Yorkshire Moors once, and I'm sure up on top of the moors there's a lot less trees than are depicted. But we'll see. They might smooth it out a bit. Yes, this is only a relatively short flight. Probably half an hour actually, I think. Maybe a bit more. Depends if we can get a speed up once we get up. We're coming up to 1,000 feet now anyway, so nearly 1,000 feet. It should get us over this part of the moors anyway. I'm hoping I can do a better landing in as it's an ILS approach. And we should be able to see the airport as it's Newcastle. But we'll see how we get on. So that's us at about 1,000 feet. I'm a bit to the right of where I wanted to be, so I'm going to come around this way a bit. Can't see, where's the... oh, we haven't got a heading on this one, have we? It's a wee bit different to the other aircraft where you could set the heading and things. You can't set the heading on here. Set the course on here when we come to an ILS, but now these navs that we got on here, these look like navigation radios. Is this comms? Com? Oh, nav, yeah. Nav's on this side, comms on that side. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's bobbing about quite a bit in the hills. Alright, we'll cut across the moors here now. We haven't actually got a autopilot, I don't think, in this 152. That's okay. It's supposed to be a VFR flying anyway, so using a map. There's a trusty old A19 again over to our left somewhere. You can probably follow that. So this is the North Yorkshire Moors National Park, all across here. It certainly looks as though there are less trees, but I didn't want to fly all the way across there, otherwise we'd be going too far out of our route. Right, I wonder if I can trim down a bit. I find that with the simulators sometimes the trim is really sensitive. Even using the stab trim doesn't always help. I've got stab trim set on my yoke, but because it could be the wind blowing it about a bit, rather than keeping it exactly in a vertical speed, it's sort of hovering a bit and up and down. As we cut across the Yorkshire Moors here. Yeah, so the peaks don't look too bad, or the tops. There look strange textures down there though. This bit doesn't look too bad. A bit brown, as if they've had a forest fire at some point. Strange sort of textures. Let's lean the engine back a bit, I think. Okay, now let's have a look while we're reasonably level, around 1,500 feet. I wonder if I need to turn the carpet off now. Probably. Let's have a look at the ILS. Okay, so it's 111.5. So we'll put in here 1.5. Switch that for a minute, and I want to put in BOR 114.25. 114.25. I'm going to just use the just the one. We got two, but I'll just use the one. So I'll leave that in there for now. Doesn't seem to be doing anything yet though. Probably too far away, perhaps. Especially as we're low down, or relatively low down. Stay in the green. Right, we get rid of the Navigraph. It's definitely getting blown about quite a bit. Trying to keep it reasonably steady. I mean, I was descending anyway because I was getting a bit too high. I don't want to be more than 1,500 feet at least, maybe a bit lower even possibly, but I know what I didn't do this time. Hang on a second. Let's find out. Back down to 1,000 feet now. So we'll try and bring the I don't want to keep dipping. See that juddering. I've got my own yoke in front of me, my own Cessna yoke. Whoop. See, that's not me, that's that's just the wind, I think. It's a bit breezy. At least I haven't got that big head looking at me when I look right. I haven't got any passengers, although the external view does actually show a couple of people in the cockpit. In fact, the pilot looks so it's a woman. Never mind. Right, so we're approaching Middlesbrough. I don't know what the sound is like in this, but we'll see. The video plays back. We're down at 500 feet now. It's about to climb up a bit. Don't want to be too low over the town. Pretty brown fields here. But then it is winter, although there's no seasons, I don't think, in 2020 to speak of. Show the windows don't open on this model. I will try the other one again, just to see if it was me. I haven't really changed anything in the pedals at all, in the rudder pedals. So, but this one certainly reacted much better to my pressure on the pedals than the JP Logistics one. Just approaching the outskirts of Middlesbrough here. Very sensitive on the ailerons. They look very British houses down there. So we're back down at 500 feet again. It seems like 500 feet. Don't get too much lower though. Maybe because I was a bit slow. Perhaps if I go a bit faster it won't bob so much. It's supposed to be the Tees Bridge here, but can't see it anywhere. Oh, maybe it's upstream.
The Tees Transporter Bridge, often referred to as the Middlesbrough Transporter Bridge, is the furthest downstream bridge across the River Tees, England. It connects Middlesbrough, on the south bank, to Port Clarence, on the north bank. It is a transporter bridge, carrying a travelling car, or gondola, suspended from the bridge, across the river in 90 seconds. The gondola can carry 200 people, 9 cars, or 6 cars and 1 minibus. It carries the A178 Middlesbrough to Hartlepool Road. Locally, the bridge is often referred to simply as the transporter.
Well, I didn't see that at all. Oh, it's there. Flew right over it. Oh, there's the bridge she was talking about. Oh, okay, yeah, that thing gets transported across. Oh, right. I didn't see that as we were approaching it though. It's rather strange. Okay, let's head off now towards Where are we going next? Let's have a look. Durham. Fly over Durham Castle. Or is it Cathedral? Cathedral, I beg your pardon. Durham Cathedral. I could only see the first two letters on the map. I thought it was Durham Castle. I know what I didn't do. I didn't do that. That's why we looked as if we were higher. We weren't as low as it was saying. I again forgot to set QNH. All these things I normally do as a matter of course, but when I'm fiddling with other things, when I'm zooming or not zooming, but streaming, I tend to forget things. Trying to concentrate more on what the technology's doing. So apologies for that. Now it makes more sense. We're at 1,000 feet. I thought it looked higher than it said it was, but that's the reason. Right, I'm gonna try and. I don't want to go more than 24 or 2,400 revs, but I'm trying to keep the revs up. Oh, pardon me. Have I got any more coffee left in it? Yeah, trying to keep this vertical speed level is really difficult with the trimming in this. Well, I find it so. Even using the stab trim, it either jumps up or jumps down. I mean, I'm not doing anything here, and it's flying. It's wanting to fly upwards, but whether it's getting thermals and things off of the land, because we're only at just over 1,000 feet, I don't know. Just trying to avoid those turbos blades out there. Oh, there's another lot. I think I'm above them, but only just. Let's come this side of them. Be a bit low on fuel by the time we get there. Is this? I don't know. Is there two tanks on this? It must be. Oh, look at that. Near enough holding it level now for the moment. Oops, looks like there's a few more. What's it? Blades? What are they called? Turbo fans? No, turbines. Fan turbines, or whatever they're called. Probably fly right through the middle of them anyway. If I was lower, we'll just go over the top of them. So the blades themselves are giving us a bit of turbulence. There's quite a few blades up here. Wind turbines. I think that's the word I was looking for, wasn't it? Right. Is that 352 is the NDB. Don't know where that shows up though. Oh, it's on this bit, isn't it? I guess. What's that heading? Well, it won't pick it up yet anyway. Alright, we should be coming up to Durham Cathedral soon. I presume this is Durham, somewhere up here. What's that over here, look? Is that the cathedral? I think it might be. Don't know. See it amongst the trees. Oh, just bounced into view there. Yeah, it's here. Look, rather Gothic looking building.
The Cathedral Church of Christ, Blessed Mary the Virgin and St. Cuthbert of Durham, commonly known as Durham Cathedral and home of the Shrine of St. Cuthbert, is a cathedral in the city of Durham, England. It is the seat of the Bishop of Durham, the fourth-ranked bishop in the Church of England hierarchy. The present cathedral was begun in 1093, replacing the Saxon White Church, and is regarded as one of the finest examples of Norman architecture in Europe. Durham Cathedral holds the relics of St. Cuthbert, transported to Durham by Lindisfarne monks in the 9th century, the head of St. Oswald of Northumbria, and the remains of the Venerable Bede. In addition, its library contains one of the most complete sets of early printed books in England, the pre-dissolution monastic accounts, and 3 copies of Magna Carta. From 1080 until 1836, the Bishop of Durham held the powers of an Ull Palatine, exercising military and civil leadership as well as religious leadership, in order to protect the English border with Scotland. The cathedral walls formed part of Durham Castle, the chief seat of the Bishop of Durham. During the dissolution of the monastery, St. Cuthbert's tomb was destroyed in 1538 by order of King Henry VIII, and the monastery's wealth was handed over to the king. The body of the saint was exhumed, and according to the rites of Durham, was discovered to be uncorrupted. It was reburied under a plain stone slab now worn smooth by the knees of pilgrims, but the ancient paving around it remains intact. 2 years later, on the 31st of December 1540, the Benedictine monastery at Durham was dissolved, and the last prior of Durham, Hugh Whitehead, became the first dean of the cathedral's secular chapter. After the Battle of Dunbar in September 1650, Durham Cathedral was used by Oliver Cromwell as a makeshift prison to hold Scottish prisoners of war. It is estimated that as many as 3,000 were imprisoned, of whom 1,700 died in the cathedral itself, where they were kept in inhumane conditions, largely without food, water or heat. The prisoners destroyed much of the cathedral woodwork for firewood, but Prior Castay's clock, which featured the Scottish thistle, was spared. It is reputed that the prisoners' bodies were buried in unmarked graves and the survivors were shipped as slave labor to the American colonies.
So you get a history lesson with me as well. Sorry about the slight bobbing about there, but I think it's because I was getting a bit slow. Okay, now we want to look out if we can, if it doesn't keep jumping up in the air at me. I guess it's the winds, but I've no idea what the winds are. Let's see if there's anything on here. So Newcastle. We've got winds here. Yeah, 14 knots, 270. Oh, okay. 270, right. Right, we'll look out for the Angel of the North. That's the next tourist spot to look for. And I've dropped down at 500 feet again. Still, we might need to be that low if we want to see it. Slow a bit if I can. Right, I need to change my radios anyway in a minute. Because I want this one. Well, it's still 1115. That's what I had, wasn't it? 1115. Oh well, maybe I don't need to change them. Let's follow this motorway. That should take us to the Angel of the North. Find any cranes that are around. This is the A1M. We want to follow the A1 in a minute. which is this junction here. Certainly bobbing around quite a bit. And straight in front of us here is the Angel of the North.
The Angel of the North is a contemporary sculpture designed by Anthony Gormley, located in Gateshead, Tyne and Ware, England. Completed in 1998, it is a steel sculpture of an angel, 20 meters tall, with wings measuring 54 meters across. The wings are angled 3.5 degrees forward to create, according to Gormley, a sense of embrace. The angel, like much of Gormley's other work, is based on a cast of his own body. It is Britain's largest sculpture, and is said to be the largest angel sculpture in the world. The artwork stands on a hill at Low Ayton in Lamesley Parish, overlooking the A1 and A167 roads and the East Coast Main Line rail route, south of the site of Team Colliery.
Okay, right. Now, let's see, losing a bit of speed there. Okay, well, we need to head out across Newcastle and approach from... This doesn't seem to want to work, does it? Oh, I've not got everything. Have I? Oh, that's probably why. I thought I turned that. I forgot that last time to turn the alternators on. Oh dear, silly me. Okay, so let's switch to that and switch the course to what is it? Oh, it's the runway for Newcastle. We'll get some more bush radio in a minute probably, but I'm not going to go looking for things because I'm concentrating too much on approaching the ILS here. I think it was, oops, I don't want to be going up in the air.
The Tyne Bridge is a through-arch bridge over the River Tyne in north-east England, linking Newcastle upon Tyne and Gateshead. The bridge was designed by the engineering firm Mott, Hay and Anderson, who later designed the Forth Road Bridge, and was built by Dorman Long and Company of Middlesbrough. The bridge was officially opened on the 10th of October 1928 by King George V and has since become a defining symbol of Tyneside. It is ranked as the 10th tallest structure in the city. On the 23rd of August 2018, the bridge became one of the 0.01% of structures in England which are Grade 2 listed. The rating means the bridge is a particular important structure of more than special interest.
What's that runway 246? Mind you, we haven't got a that's there. Well, we suspect the glide slope will be above us anyway, as we're only at what are we? What's that? 800 feet. But it should give us an indication on the way in, hopefully. Does bob about an awful lot though. Well, the ADF arrow is pointing, so the airport's over in this direction. I'm waiting to see if when this localizer drifts in, and then we'll turn. And I'm trying not to get too much lower for the moment. Well, the glide slope, I think, started to drop then, so I mean, normally you would come in underneath it anyway, but we are quite a lot closer than airliners would be. I haven't got any AI traffic on, so I'm not expecting a 737 or something to come flying in. I'm surprised that localizer's not moving yet, but because there's the airport out there. Oh, maybe it will start moving in suddenly. So we're still at an angle to it anyway. Yeah, the needles drifted in now. A bit low on the approach, but we've got all four reds on there. Plenty of runway here anyway.
Excellent landing, sir.
Oh well, it was better than last time. find an exit now. Not sure where the GA place is here. I wonder if it's off to the left. Still going a bit fast. Oh, I'll go up here a bit further. Not sure if it's over here. I think it's more likely over there. Let's go over this side. I don't know what this area is. It certainly isn't the main terminal. So go by one of the hangars or something, I guess. I don't know. Should we just park it here for now? Or park it on the grass? How's that? I think the main terminal's on the other, over there, I think. I'll just park on the grass here, I think, for now. Okay, parking brake on. And we'll turn the landing lights off, taxi lights off. Leave the beacon on, strobes can go off. Oh no, strobes could have gone on. Okay, they're all off now. Throttle the engine down. Well, hope you enjoyed that little sightseeing tour, and will join me again next time when I head further north. The next leg takes us to, well, it actually takes us over the border to Cumbernauld. So I shall embark on around Scotland once we reach Cumbernauld. Oh no, well, I don't know. I might actually do, yeah, I might do Northern Ireland after Cumbernauld. We'll see, because it goes Cumbernauld to Stranraer, which is actually on the sort of southwest coast of Scotland, so it would be much easier to drop from there into Northern Ireland. So we'll see how we get on, but so watch this space. Probably be next week now, because I don't do it over the weekend. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you again soon. Bye for now.